Hi guys, welcome back. I wanted to now go over a situation scenario in our acid-base lecture that if we don't have a one-to-one ratio, which I have shown you previously, what do we actually do? So I want you to write down this scenario. This is the problem that I'm going to be working off of. So pause the video and write this down. All right, I'm assuming that you've already paused, written it down. Welcome back. The equation that we've used prior to this lesson, when we knew it was a one-to-one ratio of acid to base, was mv is equal to mv. And really that's a shortcut way for comparing your base to acid or vice versa. But again, this is when the acid to base ratio is one-to-one. When we're using the scenario that I just gave you, our first thing that we need to do is actually write out and balance the equation. So we have in my scenario, I'm going to use my scenario. I keep on looking down because I have it written down here on the floor. We're using hydrochloric acid and barium hydroxide. And that's how it's written. So that would then yield in our acid base. We have an acid and a base. So our first product or one of our products would be water. HOH or H2O. And our other product would be our salt. So our barium is written first because it's positive and chlorine is written second. However, we have to consider how we write the barium chloride. Barium has a +2 charge. Chlorine has a -1. So we have our final product then would be barium chloride. That's not it, though. We know that we have one other step that we have to do is balance the equation that everyone loves to do. So when we balance the equation, we'll notice that we have two hydrogens on one side, one hydrogen on the other. However, we have two hydrogens here. So we need to make sure that we can balance that out. So if we put a 2 on our hydrochloric acid, we can get 2 and 2 is 4. We'll put a 2 on the water to make it 4. And are we balanced now? We can check it out and see. 2 hydrogen plus 2 hydrogen, 4. And that leaves us with the balanced equation. So now we're looking at a scenario that if we were to use MV equal to MV, it wouldn't actually give us the answer correctly. And we know this only because we have a 2-to-1 ratio, a 2-to-1 ratio for acid and base. So our first portion of the problem is we should set up and figure out how many moles of barium hydroxide we actually have. So we can set up with what we know. We know that in our question here, I wrote it down on the paper, we are given that much molarity of our base. So we're looking at barium hydroxide. And we have the equation, molarity or molar equals moles over liter. We're looking then for our moles. We don't know our moles, but we know the amount of liters. Well, we know the amount of milliliters, so we can convert to liters. We're given 32.4 milliliters. So if we were to move the decimal point over, that would give us 0.324. There we go. All right, so in math-wise, we would just multiply those two numbers, and we would get 3.888 times 10 to the -4th molar of barium hydroxide. Okay, so again, if I'm going too fast, make sure you're pausing and writing this down into your notes. We have the neutralization balance, the neutralization reaction balanced. It's neutralized, an acid and a base neutralized, and it's a balanced equation. So now we note that we have 2 moles of acid to 1 mole of base. So since it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, we then could do this one of 2 ways. I like to set up proportions because we've been doing that all along. So let's just go with the proportions right now. We have barium hydroxide, and we have hydrochloric acid. We have 1 mole to 2 moles. And this comes from the balanced equation. Okay, 1 to 2. 1 to 2. We know that there are 3.888 times 10 to the negative fourth moles of barium hydroxide. And we're trying to figure out how many moles of our hydrochloric acid that we have. Because ultimately the question that I had posed when I wrote down on that board was, what was the concentration of the acid? Well, in order to figure out the concentration of the acid, you do need to know how many moles, because you know that you used 20 milliliters of acid. And this is coming just from this question that we had. So this is like our example. When I calculate this, multiply basically across, and then divide by 1, I get the answer to be 7.776 times 10 to the negative fourth moles of hydrochloric acid. So now we can calculate our acid concentration, again, using that equation that I have right here, moles over liter. Okay, we know the number of moles is 7.776 times 10 to the negative fourth moles of hydrochloric acid. We know that we used 20 milliliters in our problem. So that was the equation, the problem that we had. So because we used 20 milliliters, we can move the decimal value over 2 and we get 0.020 liters. So when we divide out, I'm running out of space here on Amber's board, but our molar concentration would give us, 0.03888 molar of HCl. I'm going to box this answer in so you can see it. Sorry, again, my board's getting smaller and smaller. But that's the concentration of acid. Well, I'm going to quickly show you, since I have a few minutes here, I want to see what happens if I used our shortcut method that we taught yesterday or the other day when we watched the video of MV is equal to MV. Okay, so maybe I'll just keep that answer here. 0.0. There we go. I'm going to keep that answer there to compare it to. Let's take a look at what happened. I'm going to use a green marker now to show you the shortcut method. We had MV is equal to MB. And I kept saying, as long as we're a 1-to-1 ratio, this works out pretty nicely. But let's see what happens. So my base to acid. And in this case, my molarity of the base was 0.12 molar. Is that what I used? I gave you there you go, 0.012 molar. And then I used 32.4 milliliters. And I'm looking for the concentration, same answer I'm looking for. So I'm looking for M. And I know the volume was 20 milliliters. Okay, so I can multiply these, divide by 20. Sorry, there's a glare with that green marker. But we get an answer of 0.01944 molar of my HCl. Okay, so clearly it's not the same answer. In fact, it's about half of the amount, which makes sense. So there's one or two ways you can solve this. Those of you who are very comfortable looking at that ratio, once you balance the equation, if you note that it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, you can simply then realize, well, okay, then I need to multiply by 2. However, that's not something that you absolutely need to know how to do. So it is better to solve it the original way after you balance the equation, to solve it the way that we just finished solving it. But again, if we multiplied this times 2, we would get the answer to be 0.03888 molar of hydrochloric acid. So again, two ways you can do it, but there's something a little bit more to consider if you're using that shortcut method that I taught you in the last video. All right, you can pause at any time, review and recap this one problem my model problem that you'll be referring back to, and when you're doing your future problems to come. All right, have a great day.